The title speaks for itself. Dragonforged bosses. When are they coming? Personally, I was going to be actually answering that question in a later state of this video. So let me give you a brief rundown on the epic boss. I'm not going to be ranting for too long about my own personal opinion about this, but let me give you a brief epic boss history. All these armor, Force Master's garb, Exorcist's vestments, Monstrous garb, Brawler armor, Asura armor, all these guys have their own epic boss, and they were here before John Battlegale was announced, for example. An old legendary, one of the oldest that many people really like, not only because it's Firewater, but also because it looks that damn well. Many people have been saying they have been playing for 6 years, and then they say, yeah, around the time when the epic bosses still gave you legendaries. I believe that 6 years ago the epic boss, I wasn't there, but I believe that the epic bosses gave you 2 stars 6 years ago. But like I said, not many people know this. And legendaries were the shit back in the day, you know. Then epics came out, and then then the epic bosses itself became legendaries. Then the Dragonforged came out, and the epic boss became an actual epic boss because it gave you epics. And then Shadowforged came out not too long after Dragonforged, which really sucks because Dragonforged never really got that time to reign over Knights of Dragons. Epics have been here for 4 years now, and they have had a solid 1 or 2 years to have their reign time over Knights of Dragons, of course. You know, and they were the best, they were the shit, you know, that they were everything. Then Dragonforged came out 2 years after. And that was a really big thing back in the day, you know. Was it 3 years ago? I'm not even sure. But Dragonforged and Shadowforged, the time in between those two, like, rarities, isn't that big at all, unfortunately. Because, you know, it's just like 6 months or something, and then Shadowforged came out all of a sudden. Honestly, that kind of sucks, because Dragonforged, they could have done with Dragonforged what they did with Shadowforged, you know? But I don't know why Shadowforged came out so close after Dragonforged. I don't know why it's even a thing, you know? But they brought Ascension to the game, which is something very different from what Dragonforged had, because Dragonforged brought sets to the game. And Dragonforged also brought pets to the game, or actually pets brought pets to the game, but okay. But yeah, there was a really big thing back in the day, you know? Dragonforged came out and everybody was really psyched about that, and it was all just one big thing, you know, and then they came out and everybody was really hyped, you know, Phoenix Ward, Mystic's Mantle, Eye of Tiamat, and then 6 months later you had Shadowforged. Or not, maybe not even 6 months, I'm not entirely sure about that. I didn't really do my backup on this video, to be honest, because I've been trying to record this for like 5 times. Well, now you're probably curious, how did you came up with this? Well, the epic boss is kind of irrelevant. So yeah, many YouTubers use this nowadays as a fucking thing to say against other YouTubers, but I use it against things in Knights of Dragons. But we all know the arena has been revamped, and look at the milestones. They are much, much better than they were. You know, you can even get Shadowforged materials. The epic boss has had revamped material, or revamped milestones is what I meant, not materials, but you can get materials in that too. You can get more keys and stuff. But the epic boss itself, the things you can get from it, revamped, everything. But the epic boss itself, is it revamped? No, because they are stuck with the older epic bosses. I mean, let's just take a look at my account. This is my oldest account that I got from my Guild Sentinel. It's now my main because I gave away my old main. I've been playing since Eurus, but that account is completely gone. I gave that away to somebody, and yeah, let's just take a look. For example, oh damn, I remember all these guys. Let's just take a look. Shall we just... yeah, let's just take these. We have Cosmos, Selene, Astrea, and Titan. Let's take a look down here, because you can clearly, or you will clearly see that they are here too. But we need to find them first, of course. But I've done a lot of epic bosses, by the way. Usually, nowadays, I don't do them anymore, unfortunately, because it's just, I have been fighting this epic boss before, so why would I? Now I have to find this, and I can't find it, unfortunately. Here it is, Crystal Day. I believe Crystal Day has been here for 2 or 3 times by now, and yeah, it's just not nice anymore to see the same epic boss coming over and over again. Of course, this is specifically my opinion, but I believe that most of the community agrees with me when I say why are there no new epic bosses? You know, we want those new epic bosses. We want Dragonforged to be somewhat more relevant, because honestly, Shadowforged is everything right now. The epics are irrelevant. I mean, they kind of gave the big or the smaller tiers somewhat more of a revamp in terms of, you know, when they are having specific events that you can get armors from, then you need to fuse them, and in the end you still get a Shadowforged. But that's about all, you know? I mean, I get it, legendaries, epics are gone, but Dragonforged, meh. Epics were still relevant when Dragonforged came out. Legendaries were relevant when epics came out. But Dragonforged aren't relevant now Shadowforged are around. That's the big thing here. That's the big turn off, I guess, because there were always two tiers that were relevant. But of course Shadowforged is much easier to get right now. But still, that it's kind of, it seems almost lazy, you know, that they aren't putting out any new epic bosses. And now there's also a glitch, you know, that's why the epic bosses only have for 5 days instead of 7. So it's getting even worse. I personally want to see new epic bosses, you know, because I would love to do those epic boss reviews again. I did 2 seasons back on my old channel, and that was the shit. Everybody wanted to see that, and now, you know, whenever they started to re-roll the same thing over and over again, it's kind of like that series died out together with Knights of Dragons, unfortunately. Are they ever gonna become Dragonforged? Nobody knows except Deka Games. Nobody really asked that either, you know. But honestly, I would love to see the new epic bosses come out, you know, because all those epic bosses kind of have an original background. All these armors have, meh, they don't really have a background anymore. You know, that Shadowforged and the Dragonforged that are coming out, it's just there, you know. And honestly, I would love to see some epic bosses with some new backgrounds again, because we have had Cthulhu and stuff like that. We even had the tortoise with the entire world on its back. You know, I don't know what it's called, and it's just things like that. I would love to see those things back, you know, because they kind of give you a brief history if you're actually interested in it, and I would love to do that. But it's just no. That I can't do that anymore, because the epic bosses that are coming are all the same. You know, it's also mainly because I want new Dragonforged bosses that I'm going to, or actually new epic bosses entirely, because I'm honestly not really giving a damn if they are Dragonforged or epic or even 2 stars for that matter. I just want new epic bosses to come out. I really don't give a damn about the armor, because it's probably going to be outdated, but I just want to have that the epic boss still has some relevance in it, you know, because it's just, as stated, it's just irrelevant. Many people, of course, they keep finding it, but that's for the milestones, not for that there's an actual new epic boss. You know, I feel like the epic boss has been neglected, personally, even though people are still fighting it. I mean, it's not really being neglected by the players, but more by the company that is called Gree/Deka. So yeah, let me know on what you guys think. Do you want the new epic bosses to come out? Because many of you probably wouldn't have seen any of those legendary epic bosses, because it's so damn old. But meh, you know, now I'm seeing the same epic bosses over and over again. I mean, most of these guys, or pretty much all of them, I have fought, because the ones that are in heroic mode aren't going to be showcased in the actual epic boss itself. So guys, that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video with your friends, subscribe, blah blah blah. Let's get a comment chain going in terms of, you know, let's just try to see if we can get a lot of comments with their own opinion, because as of late the comments have been slacking. The likes are going, or the likes are going up, but the comments are going down. So I don't know why, but I want some more comments too, you know, because I would love to reply to you guys, honestly. But meh, I just haven't seen that much comments, unfortunately. But that's it for this episode. I hope to see you all again next time.